Hello YouTube Boss Acid, welcome to my channel.
This creepy at first glance video was posted by Reddit user Rockstar17, who can't explain what's going on. Weird looking spider in the garage. Every time I touch my freaking top, it's crazy. Of course, it looks pretty strange and you might think that some kind of telekinesis is at play here. However, with cell phones, every time you tap on the screen while recording, the autofocus is activated and the phone emits an infrared light that insects, for example, can detect and, as in the case of the spider here, repeatedly startle them. The following video shows a group of friends who were having a party in a cabin in the mountains when they suddenly made a discovery that really upset them. When one of the boys had to go to the bathroom, he discovered these strange handprints on the bathroom door, which I think can be quite frightening at first when you know that there are no children around. However, in this case, you should keep in mind that, as I said, this is a cabin in the mountains. And I think that the boys didn't have an uninvited supernatural guest here, but rather those of a raccoon. Because if you look at the fingerprints of a raccoon and compare them to those in the video, I find that there is a very strong resemblance. Although the following clip has nothing to do with paranormal phenomena, it is at least as mysterious, because it shows rare footage of a weather phenomenon that was dismissed as a myth for a very long time. Yes. The filmmaker from Canada actually managed to capture footage of a ball lightning here. If it really was one, because science still doesn't agree on its existence to this day. I actually wonder if this was ball lightning, whether ball lightning has perhaps been seen and filmed much more often and simply mistaken for UFOs, because there are many UFO photos in which exactly such balls of light can be seen, sometimes even during thunderstorms. Lawrence Ryan must have had quite a fright when he threw his t-shirt over one of his wire shelves in the basement and walked a few meters away without a trace of evil. However, when he looked back, he probably didn't need any more coffee for the next few hours. But see for yourself. I have to say, it's really strange how creepy coincidence can be sometimes. Or do you think that a ghost or demon could have manifested itself here? In any case, an extremely creepy event. And the next time I wash my clothes, I would have a priest weep the washing powder just to be on the safe side. That's out of the question. Reddit user CNC Sinner was driving through Michigan with his son 2 years ago when he claims to have spotted something strange in the sky, and his son quickly grabbed his iPhone to take a picture of it. Really strange, isn't it? Unfortunately, CNC Sinner didn't provide much information about the image, apart from the ones I've already mentioned, and simply assured us that it looked exactly like the one in the picture and that he has no idea how to use Photoshop, and if he did, he would be busy working with some clouds to create a fake. It certainly looks strange, and we can see other strange shapes in the clouds in the picture that are similarly angular. But is this something supernatural and the graphics card of the Matrix has failed here? Or is it just a stinking, albeit strange, natural phenomenon? The following clip was posted by a woman on Reddit whose husband works at an Air Force base in America. During one of his routine patrols with his dog, he suddenly heard strange noises that he can't explain and filmed the whole thing. Pretty eerie, right? He said the noises sounded like they were getting closer to him. However, he couldn't hear them anymore after he passed one of the buildings. Like a Reddit commenter, I had the idea that these could be tree frogs that are here at Kaken. Unfortunately, no information was given about the location of the base, so it's not possible to investigate further whether there might be an area there that is suitable for frogs and the sound waves might bounce off the building and thus lead to these eerie sounds. But what do you think? Do you agree with me here? Or do you think the noise has a completely different origin? Feel free to let me know in the comments. Here's the thing. A rather strange video comes from the surveillance camera of Reddit user Upstairs Bicycle and was posted with the question of whether anyone can explain it. Let's take a look. Pretty strange, right? I watched the video over and over again, but I have to honestly say that, like the Reddit commenters, I didn't really come to any conclusions. At first, I thought that spider webs were being moved by the wind. However, these strange things seem quite stiff and solid, and one object also looks as if it is moving away into the distance. The funny thing is that the surveillance camera here issued a message that a person had been detected. And even though many people are said to be as thin as a line in the landscape, these lines certainly have nothing to do with that. But what do you think? But are these spider webs shaking, a reflection of light, or something that cannot be explained? Sewers can seem quite creepy, not least because of Pennywise, the clown from the S movies. But after the following material, some of you will probably give manhole covers an even wider berth, because I will now show you 3 clips from 3 different countries where strange things seem to be happening between rats and fish. What do you think is going on in these sewers? Have the Ninja Turtles gone on a world tour, or do you have an explanation for these noises? At least I have never heard anything like it and can't make sense of it. Michael Woodworth filmed this extremely strange video from the
So maraming salamat sa panonood. Hanggang sa muli. Paalam.